this out of the way. We'll go ahead and wait for people to join us. Starting a little bit late here, but and if you're here, feel free to mention in the comments whether or not you can hear me, just to make sure that we have good sound going. Hope everybody's having a good week. We'll just give it a few minutes and then we'll go ahead and start with the AMA. Thank you for the like. Let's get one more button up in here. Good enough. We'll give it till about 3 minutes into the stream, and then we can go ahead and get started. Since it's on YouTube, anyone can just go ahead and hop on and rewatch the AMA if they so choose. So no need to wait too long. Quiet today. Goodness, everybody must be on vacation. All right. Well, I'll go ahead and get it started here while we wait for others to join. They can always rewind and catch back up. But hello, everybody. Hello, community. I'm Roy Sola, CEO of Solarwindtoken. Thank you for joining me here today for another weekly AMA. Here this week, we're going to have some updates about what we've been doing in the past week, what we plan on doing in the future, and just kind of give you a feel for what the team's been doing behind the scenes. So we've waited for about 3 minutes so we can go ahead and get started with the agenda. We're going to start with the typical YouTube thing. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe to this channel and spread the word. Okay, great. More people are hopping on. All right. So I like to always start off the video just by letting you know how we have the structure going on for these weekly AMAs. It's going to be a summarization of what we did in the week prior and what we plan on doing in the week ahead. So with that being said, I'll go ahead and get started with the agenda. Waiting for Archie to get here as well. He may, or he'll be here in a few minutes. So I'll go ahead and get started without him, but you'll be able to see his happy smiling face. Hello. Welcome everybody. So to get started, I'll just go ahead and start with, so the D app, we have officially begun work on the D app as of the beginning of this week. We've been making progress on the, excuse me, on the blueprint behind it. Once we get the blueprint done, then we'll be able to start with getting designs for presentation. That should take about an extra week or two, but we'll definitely keep you guys updated once we've completed the blueprint and we've started process on getting some designs out for you guys, then we'll let you know. And we should have those out fairly soon, out in the near future. So look into that. Oh, hello everybody. Looks like we're getting more and more people hopping on here. But yeah, it's looking pretty exciting. It's looking like it will operate exactly how we intend it to. So that's great news. Let's see. In some other words, I'm sure you guys have all seen the Elon and Jackson and Kathy Woods, the live stream that they had a few days ago about Bitcoin. And it's actually really exciting news for us because it just kind of affirms everything that we at SolarWind have been talking about how energy is a big use case in Bitcoin or in cryptocurrency. So, and Elon himself said, I mean, he can't do it on his own. No one person can do it on their own. So this is a perfect opportunity for us to potentially grow into a partnership with him, with other tokens, to tackle this issue head on and to make this a space that is a lot more renewable and a lot more profitable for everybody. Let's see. All right, I see some comments. I'll go ahead and finish everything that we have on the agenda first, and then I'll go through the rest of the comments and address any questions or comments or anything like that. But in regards to renewable energy and Bitcoin in particular, as you've seen, we've shared a video about him saying that like the main things that would be able to power things 24/7, because the hash rate is very, very crucial, is a combination of solar, wind, and batteries, which is absolutely true. The battery portion isn't as crucial, at least not yet. It's definitely a part into the future, but there's a thing called net metering that a lot of utility companies already have. So the utility companies act as if they're already a battery backup in a sense. So even if you just had solar, you can kind of overproduce a little bit and have it stored on the grid rather than having to pay for a battery backup system. But in the future, especially as battery prices get lower, that'll be something worth going towards as well, because there's just a lot of technicalities. I won't get into the engineering aspect of it today, but if you had any questions, feel free to reach out to me on the Telegram. I'll be happy to answer that for you. But in a sense, it's definitely a great time, especially as we grow, to start tackling these or start partnering with more miners, more installers to get closer to that net zero for crypto as possible. And you see that miners all over are trying to go, whether or not they have the funds to do it or not, is exactly why we're here. But it's not just with Bitcoin. It's Ethereum, and they have their own solutions that they're doing. Other mining, you see other tokens going to staking. So this is something that we, as a crypto ecosystem, will be able to really feel change into the future. Going ahead into some Bitcoin news. I'm not sure if you guys have seen this or not, but I believe it was, I can't remember which country it is exactly. It was a South American country that has accepted Bitcoin as a legal tender. So that's huge, because what that means is there's going to be a lot more mining operations happening in South America and a lot more benefits for crypto holders over there, which is a great opportunity as we grow more Bitcoin mining facilities. We can work with the government there, which is a huge thing of our future goals, is to work with the government to have a standardization of new miners being required to go renewable right off the bat, rather than having to depend on coal or fossil fuel. So that's an exciting thing for us as well. Let's see. Yeah, and there's a few more things on that video, just more technicalities and more process with Bitcoin. Not necessarily related to us, but it's just great to see all these bigger names coming together and really being bullish on cryptocurrency as a whole. So really good time for us as we grow. I know what a lot of the haters are going to say right now. Yes, the price is down. However, we're definitely going to be working on getting everything up. I mean, we've been doing a lot of work. The team and I can definitely vouch that we have some very big things coming in the future. So just trust the team. We're putting our faith in you. So I'm hoping that you guys put your faith in us, and we'll continue to keep on working and get these big things rolling out. I'll kind of hint at some of the things that we're doing right now, today especially, meeting with Bitcoin miners and discussing paths forward to kind of work out partnerships and everything. So I believe last time we spoke, we talked to a smaller miner. Today, after this AMA, we have a meeting with a pretty large miner, and we're just going to keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger from there. So I won't get into the specifics of the meeting, but just know that it will be significant once we get everything to go through. So next order of business, let's see. I have my cheat sheet here on my phone. Let's see. So just kind of want to explain. So with a lot of talk in the crypto industry about not knowing whether or not the market is going to go bullish or it's going to go bearish, I just wanted to let our holders know and future holders know that we have a plan. Whether the market goes bearish, we have a plan that will benefit everybody very, very well. And if it goes bullish, we have a plan for that as well. And I kind of want to elaborate a little bit more on if the cryptocurrency market as a whole goes bearish for an extended period of time, we're able to work directly with Bitcoin miners and other people outside of Solarwindtoken to kind of make a sort of partnership that would allow us to continue making growth with transitioning Bitcoin miners to renewable energy, and that in a sense will allow us during a bear market to accumulate a stockpile of Bitcoin while the price is low. Then obviously once the market moves to become more bullish, it would benefit us, it would benefit the miners, it would benefit everybody in the community. So and it's definitely a lot more detailed than that. That's just to kind of elaborate in case any of you guys are worried that we didn't have a plan for both scenarios. We do. Obviously, a bull market is good for everyone. It's just kind of everything will fly off the shelves like hotcakes. So whatever happens, we hope for the best. We hope for bull markets, but a legit team needs to be prepared for both scenarios, and just know that we are that team and we are prepared. So, and I'm sure there might be some questions in the comments, so I will answer that after I'm done with these points here. Let's see. The next explanation I want to get into is, let's say we do go into a bear market. It's beneficial, and again, this isn't financial advice, but it's beneficial to hold, especially during that bear market, because that's just an opportunity. There's going to be lots of versatility going up and down. Those who hold will be rewarded significantly during that time, because whatever you purchased token wise will just keep on increasing, because the longer you hold, according to the tokenomics, you will get more tokens in return. So just want to emphasize that it's always wise to hold during these turbulent times, because you'll be rewarded in the future. Let's see. I don't know if Archie will be able to make it in time, so I'll just go ahead and cover this section without him. This is also in regards to the D app. Won't get into too many details as things aren't finalized quite yet, but we have been in discussion with somebody who could potentially be our full-time developer for the D app. He's very skilled. We're very happy to hopefully work with him. I'll just leave it at that. It was a really good conversation that we had with him. His resume is phenomenal. So yeah, that's something to be very excited about, and that could potentially pave our way into having having really awesome features on that D app as well, more than what we intended to in the beginning. So, and the final point that I wanted to make is so as you guys have been seeing the tweets from my personal account and from the SolarWindtoken account, we have been holding competitions. We've already had 3 winners who's won money, whether in the form of BUSD or SolarWindtoken. And we had one more. We didn't quite reach the number that I was hoping for, but that's okay. We'll go ahead and end that competition, and I'm just going to announce that we're going to be launching a brand new series of competitions for you guys to enter and win prize money. I'll be posting the details on the SolarWindtoken main account here after this AMA, probably about 30 minutes after the AMA. So look out for that. Be excited, and we will probably this first week, since it's our first one, we'll go ahead and just have a shorter version of it and announce the winner throughout the week. But how the structure will most likely go is we'll tweet and post on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere, the Telegram, about the competitions that are happening and the prizes that people can win. And then we'll announce the winner live on the AMAs every Friday. So whenever you see those, be sure to spread the name, be sure to enter. The more tasks you complete, the more chances you have to win. As we grow more and more as a token, the prizes will just keep on getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. So let's get us to the point to where we can give away a full solar installation or even a Tesla. Wouldn't that be exciting? So that's the last update that I had on my end. I will go ahead and go through the comments and see if there's any questions or concerns that you guys have. So let's see. Hello, everybody. I see the hello comments. Yes. So answering motion packs about the tokenomics. Yes, we do have tokenomics. Our tokenomics are similar. If you're familiar with SafeMoon, it's very similar to SafeMoon, except for instead of a burn, a 2.5% burn, 2.5% goes into a dedicated project fund. So if you're new and you're not sure what that project fund is all about, SolarWindtoken is a token that is here to transition Bitcoin miners from coal and fossil fuels to renewable energy. And we're also here to provide financing for solar installers and for customers looking for solar installations, because right now it's difficult for a customer to come up with the funds or even find reliable financing. So that 2.5% will go towards a pool that would be used to finance projects, and then they'll pay back into the liquidity pool with more money than was pulled out of it. So that would increase the price as time moves on. More on the tokenomics is 5% gets redistributed back to the holders, which is why it's important to hold, whether it's up or down. All the transactions that happen, whether it's buy, sell, transferring it from one wallet to another, you will be gaining those reflections according to the number of tokens that you hold. And a 2.5% goes back towards the liquidity pool, which is locked until May of 2023. That liquidity pool will just continue to be, the floor will continue to be increasing. So the percentage of liquidity compared to the percentage of the tokens will just keep on increasing as time moves on. Let's see. I'm happy I'm your hero. I'm hoping to be everybody's hero and to reward everybody here in the near future. James Taylor, have we thought about mining ourselves? Possibly. We'll leave it there for now. Let's see. James, Oh, I think I missed a question. I have a suggestion. So SolarWind token. SolarWind token is already listed on Dex Trade, which is a top 65 exchange. We do have plans on getting listed on bigger and bigger exchanges in the future. We just have things that we need to grow first before we get to that point. But just so you know, we have no intentions of slowing down the type of exchanges we get onto. I mean, we have our eyes set on Binance, Kraken, Coinbase in the future. It's just a matter of getting up to that point. It's a matter of when, not if. Exactly, James. Bull market makes you money, bear market makes you rich. Okay, so James, your question. Have you thought about accepting payment in staking crypto and distributing either the crypto or some of the interest to holders? So you're staking in crypto. Do you mean in other types of cryptocurrencies or in SolarWind token or even BNB or BTC? That is something that we have discussed once the DApp is completed. People being able to stake their tokens in certain projects to accumulate interest. It's an ongoing process just to kind of envision how that process will work perfectly. I understand there's staking processes with other tokens. We're a bit different since technically you'll be making interest already just by holding the token indirectly through the liquidity pool as we finance projects and those customers pay back into the token. So it's just one of those things that we have looked into it and we have been discussing it on our end. It's just making sure that the math makes sense for everybody. Thomas, what's up, Thomas? Please list Binance and Wazirks. Well, I'm not sure what Wazirks is, but Binance is in our eyes. Let's see. Any partnerships done with BTC miners or not? I think I answered that in the AMA already. We are in the process. We're working on it right now. Hello, Zanya. Thank you for the like. Let's see. Responding to James Binney. You regularly check your Twitter if Elon Musk reply. What if Elon Musk replies to the post? If Elon Musk replies to the post, then just know that this isn't financial advice, but we're probably going to moon at that point. But I don't think we've been on his radar just yet. But I'm trying these sly ways to kind of, if I can't reach him on Twitter, and I could reach him through, not him directly, but I can go through the engineers, just kind of talk solar talk engineering talk, and kind of butter them up and see if I can work my way that way. It wouldn't be the end of the world if we don't get a response from him. But just know, as you can see, my tweets daily, I've been tweeting like a madman, trying to get just the attention of somebody. But once you do start gaining that attention from people, it's game over. We're going to accomplish great things. Oh, Archie's here now. Feel free to join. Come on. No need to hide in the shadows.
I'm not hiding in the shadows.
Hello, this is Archie Okluli, our COO. Say hi, Archibald.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah. He missed the main action of the AMA, but you can see his face, his smiling face right here. Let's see.
I was adding on to And if anybody knows Elon directly, tell him to check us out.
Yes, please. Let's see. The D app. So we currently have the D app to launch fully in Q4. Like I said earlier in the AMA, we've been in discussion with devs. If we can get that sooner, of course, our goal is to get that out sooner. But in contingent with the launch of the D app, we also need to make sure that we're able to fulfill that liquidity to finance projects as well. But there'll be a lot of features for people to be able to use other than just the financing and the Bitcoin part.
Just back to elaborate on his question earlier about staking.
Accepting payment for the projects in ADA, for example. Oh, sorry, I'll read it louder. So James Taylor said, accepting payment for the projects in ADA, for example, or stable coins that can earn them a percentage for you and the holders. Okay, so that would be beneficial for the holders and the token as a whole, I see. Accepting payment for the projects in ADA. Okay, so you mean from the customer side, whenever they're paying? Yes, that's one thing that we'll be able to do is accept payments in forms of different cryptocurrencies. Our main objective with the payments back into it is to provide a really secure liquidity and to constantly increase the price. If that answers your question. If not, then we can hop on the Telegram and try to answer that in a little bit more detail. Let's see. I think we've already discussed that question about Binance. About your plan to invite investors. Can you elaborate on that? We are always inviting investors to invest in SolarWind. Like, it doesn't matter if you're big or small. Any contribution is definitely appreciated and helps us further accelerate the goals of everything that we're trying to do.
Gotcha. And I think on the higher end of things too, apart from investing in a token, one of our focuses is also working with venture capital as well, and we're open to that. And that's one thing. Some of the things we're kind of is what we're focused on as well in terms of getting more capital to be able to get on exchanges, do a little bit more marketing and things like that. So,
yeah, and just for future reference as well, to put this on a government scale, for here in the United States, for example, they're putting aside trillions of dollars towards the renewable energy sector. That's a significant thing once we're working with governments to be able to partner with them, and then they can actually allocate, once we get that partnership, allocate funds that instead of them having to tackle renewable transition themselves, we can assist them with that. So we're here to make not just the retail investments as well, but government investments, big corporation investments, just like what Bitcoin is doing right now. If you saw yesterday, JP Morgan has officially accepted Bitcoin, and it's going to eventually get that way with more cryptocurrencies as well. And we fully intend to be one of the big dogs when it comes to assisting in renewable energy and partnering with the big contracts, essentially. Hello, Shivam. Welcome. Are you started set up a solar panel in any area? As Solarwindtoken, not yet, but I do have my own solar company, Greater Than Energy, which we've we've paused installations for now as I turn all my focus on SolarWindtoken. But just know that it will be a big collaboration in the future once we do start financing these solar projects, which will accelerate a lot of growth.
Yeah, that's pretty much guaranteed on that end.
So, James, back to your question. What is the minimum and maximum hash rate we can expect by mining through solar? Have you ever tried mining? I have not mined personally, and I am not too sure about all the details specifically wrapped around with Bitcoin. So I don't want to give you an inaccurate answer, but whatever the maximum hash rate that you can mine at currently with fossil fuels, it wouldn't be changed just because you go solar. The electricity will still be running 24/7. So it all just depends on the electrical parameters of that miner. Yeah. But maybe after this meeting today, I'll be able to give you a more crystal clear answer about numbers. Hello, Ritu. Let's see, how long has this? Oh, wow, 30 minutes has flown by. All right, we'll go ahead and take a few more questions. And if there's no more questions or thoughts or concerns that anybody has, then we'll probably wrap this up here in the next minute or so. Let's see. It's been quiet for a while. Okay.
Sometimes it's just slow loading too.
I
I think that's
don't think it's
all. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's all of them. Sorry. But yeah, thank you everybody for joining. I guess we'll go ahead and wrap this thing up. Remember to stay tuned for the contest and all the giveaways and promos that we'll be doing. Have a chance to win some money, win some tokens. Let's see. I think must have been. So back to James's question. He's asking, when can we expect the logo on Trust Wallet? That is still in the works. We're still trying to work with CoinMarketCap to get that added onto it. As I said last week, there is an option to, I guess, accelerate it, but it's just right now a bit out of our budget. So we would like to just kind of stay patient on that for now. And thank you for your patience already. I know it's already been far too long, but it will eventually get on there. We're working on partnerships with big YouTubers. We do currently have a partnership with CryptoDeb. Be sure to check out her YouTube channel. She's been doing posts about us every day, some trade analysis and everything, keeping up with all the news. So, and she's in my eyes, she's a rising star. She's on her way to 1,000 subscribers, and she's eventually going to get up higher and higher, especially with the help of our community. So let's get her to the top. Let's get SolarWind to the top. Let's see. Oh yeah, and in regards to partnerships, we are working on more partnerships as well, not just on YouTube, but on Instagram, on Twitter, on Reddit. We're trying to get representation and kind of have a snowball effect and it's beginning to take form where these smaller people are starting to notice Solarwindtoken, and then they spread the word, and now we're getting a bigger and bigger audience. More people with more of a following are starting to follow Solarwindtoken and have their eyes on it. For example, we have a few people followed by CZ Binance, who is following Solarwindtoken closely now. So that's something to say about our efforts, and we're just going to continue to do that until we get to a point to where it's undeniable who we are and everybody has their eyes on us. Let's see. To answer Ritu's question, anything the community can do to push the logo? I don't believe so. The only thing I could think of right now is if we just held like a donation. Anybody who wants to contribute to it for the funds, we can use that directly and just expedite the process. But if we don't go that route, then it's just a matter of once we get the funds that we're able to throw at it, then we'll get it done as soon as possible. And just for, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with, well, I don't want to bring up other tokens' names, but this happens with tokens every now and then. It flops on, not flops, but CoinMarketCap doesn't quite get the job done right, and they just have to wait until they get big enough to get everything on there. And we're actually in a better place than most of those people because you're still able to chart the price on there. So
Yeah. The other thing is like the logo kind of not focusing. I mean, we're partially focusing on that as well, but yeah, the main thing is to grow the community and gain more partnerships. So we're working all of it, and allocate our attention to what is needed. And then next question: can you fix maximum limit to buy SolarWind so we can save from panic sell effect?
at this time, let's see. Can we fix maximum limit to buy Solarwindtoken? At this time, I don't believe so. Do you mean to buying Solarwindtoken or to selling Solarwindtoken? We don't have any limits right now. That's something that we can potentially implement once we have our blockchain engineer onto our team. We'll be able to add more code and stuff as he works on the development of the DApp. He could work on the Solidity code as well to kind of limit how many people or how much people could buy in one transaction. But that being said, if someone has a lot of money and they want to buy a lot of Solarwindtoken, they're going to buy it on multiple wallets either way. So there's not really an exact way to stop them from doing it. But I guess that's one thing that we can try to at least mitigate it a little bit. Limiting is a bad idea. Yeah. And I'm not really a fan of the idea of limiting anyone to buy anyway, because it's their money and they can choose to do what they want with it. One thing that will definitely help is in the future, as the coin price increases, the amount of tokens that you can buy now with a certain amount of money will be significantly less with the same amount of money in the future. So
Right.
that alone will naturally mitigate people from being able to dump huge amounts of money.
Yeah, and we are more focused on stabilizing price as much as possible, and all those things won't matter really. So that's what our goal is. We can't control that. What we can control is how the things that we do to push the popularity, also grow the community, like someone said earlier, and also gain more investors. And the more we do that, the less that that matters essentially in terms of controlling that, because people will come and go. The real holders and diamond hands will hold and get rewarded for sure. So,
Yep. All right, we're going on 40 minutes now, so I'm just going to go ahead and wrap things up and reiterate one more time to stay tuned for the competitions and the prizes that we'll be giving out. Be sure to complete the tasks, to enter in as many times as you can. Be sure to spread the name. The more the community spreads Solarwindtoken, the better it is for everybody, the more exposure that we get, and the more we're able to grow. This is an effort on not only our side, but on the community side as well. And I thank each and every single one of you that have been part of SolarWindtoken. Each and every single one of you who have been part of SolarWindtoken, and we will see you in the next AMA. So thanks, guys.
See you guys.